Drew Barrymore was 7 years old when the movie E.T. was released in 1982. She starred as an impossibly cute little girl named Gertie, and the movie became one of the most successful and iconic in the history of Hollywood. Drew is the first to say becoming that famous that young was complicated. For 4 decades, the public has watched her every move under the celebrity spotlight, from great success as an actor, producer, and director, to personal struggles splashed out into the open. Today, Drew is the mother of 2 young girls, and now the host of her own talk show. Drew joined me from her glittering new studio for a virtual Sunday Sitdown with her dog Douglas at her side. Drew, it's so great to see you. Thanks for doing this.
It's always so great to see Willie.
The official, highly coveted Drew Barrymore Show mug.
Well, I happen to have the biggest mug in town, and it's the Willie Geist mug. I think we're the inverse of each other, too. We're white with yellow, and you're yellow with white. That's perfect. Cheers.
Cheers to you. Congratulations on the show.
Thank you. I can't believe we're here.
After more than 40 years on screen,
Feeling good.
Drew Barrymore is taking on a new role as daytime TV host.
Drew, this is the 1-month anniversary of the first day of your show.
You know, we all feel like we've been in it for a while. So it's actually nice to hear we're a month old because that makes us feel youthful again.
The 45-year-old launched the Drew Barrymore Show in September after more than a year of developing the idea and then making some changes for the age of COVID-19.
Our virtual friends.
So what was it like for you to finally go out and do that first real show?
Well, apparently I was really excited. I'm surprised I didn't just come out and explode all over the floor. I think I am ridiculously goofy, over-enthusiastic. I love everything. I overtalk and I dance around and I'm a total spaz, and even station managers were like, wow, she's really enthusiastic week 1. I got notes and stuff. I'm like, oh God, I know.
Please welcome Drew Barrymore.
I want to see what people are doing that isn't mean or cruel or that people are angry about. That's why I built in Drew's News to the pilot a year and a half ago, because I was like, I just want a good news channel.
This is Drew's News.
Comedy was a big part for me. I was like, everybody gets to have fun in late night. Let's bring that to daytime.
It's Taco News Day.
In the ultimate comedy complement, Saturday Night Live already has taken an interest in Drew's new show.
It's the Drew Barrymore Show.
How drew you do?
My biggest fear with Chloe Fineman is that she's going to know how much I love her and not be interested in touching me as an impersonation anymore.
Hello to all my beautiful wildflowers.
I'm actually just happy she knows who I am, really. And by the way, nailed it. It's so true. She really has me down. As I'm like, yeah.
But the schedule of a daily talk show is no joke, as Drew hustles to put on 5 new hours every week.
Have you gotten into that rhythm over this first month?
Yeah, absolutely. But I always feel like every day I'm going to get fired. I'm positive of it. It's so intimidating because the more you care about something, the more you're afraid of it going away.
Drew begins her new job with a built-in connection to the audience, established over a lifetime in the public eye. She has been open over the years about her own struggles, including the legal emancipation from her parents at just 14 years old, and her divorce 4 years ago from Will Kopelman, the father of her daughters, Frankie and Olive.
I mean, part of this job, as you're saying, is just sort of opening up your life and being honest and sharing. Do you feel comfortable with that side of it?
I don't think I would have been able to talk about it as openly at first because I couldn't make sense of it. I really did not take divorce well. I took it really hard. But the good news is that his family and I sort of made the most important choice to be so together and united and connected. that's, I guess, what they call family. I know from not growing up with any family whatsoever that that was the last thing I wanted to do for my daughters. I think that's why I took it so hard. It was like, the ultimate promise I wanted to make with you and for you was to have this amazing family. And I found them. And there's something not working that isn't livable. How tragic is that? It took me 5 years to be able to speak with strength, articulation, perspective, hindsight, and see everything we did right. Because when we were getting divorced, it felt like everything was just wrong. I think it applies to everyone who thinks that something will be forever, and it's not. It's so hard. It's like, I don't think I've recovered from that. I don't know how to open that up again. It's like something closed and it stayed closed. I think I'm equally as scared to find love again as I would be as if it never happened.
We have mutual friends who talk about you as a mom, Olive and Frankie, and say you're just the best. How do they like mom as talk show hosts, this life?
They're really cool with things. It was interesting because when they were younger, this whole life of mine didn't sit as well with them. And now it's the exact opposite. And like divorce, things fell into place finally. But it's amazing that my kids and I are happy, because there's been a lot of times I really did question, will we be happy? And we are. So that chokes me up. My girls are happy. I'm happy. I feel really lucky also just to have a job right now. And this is an incredible job. And the fact that we're all here in the studio working is something I just don't lose sight of on a daily basis.
Well, Drew, I'm so proud of you and so happy for you. You're doing great.
Thank you for having me on. I can't believe I'm on a Willie Geist interview. I'm like, really?
You're a repeat guest, by the way. There's a short list of two-timers. You're on it.
Well, I will two-time any time for you. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. I will double down. I will drink this giant barrel of happiness. Thank you, Willie.
Cheers, Drew. I mean, it is a giant mug of happiness. The Drew Barrymore Show airs every weekday. Check your local listings for station and time. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sunday Sitdown podcast to hear the full-length interview with Drew Barrymore. You can find it on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get yours.